You start to shimmy yourself across, and as you get about halfway through, your foot seems to slip, and Shortwing catches you briefly with his whatever you called it, bait and tackle.
It was like a very crude wild tack and block.
Sure, whatever you want to call it. You got you with that, and you regain your footing. But I'm gonna have to ask you to try again.
That was a close one.
I got you, little buddy.
That was a close one. A 5.
How'd I not?
You have a dead gnome on your hands. As you begin to shimmy again, the rope snaps beneath you, and you just sort of fall before Shortwing catches you and holds you up. And now you're just dangling in this ravine. Your little gnome legs just flop in the breeze.
So I'm like anchored.
Yeah, I'm gonna quickly rush over and start pulling the rope up.
Sure. You manage to pull him over to the other edge, and you drag his tiny gnome body back onto solid ground.
My God.
You're right there, fella.
Oh boy. Imagine if I hadn't done that. That could have been very bad.
That was a good move, Smallwing.
You gotta call him a different name every time.
That's okay.
Call me Shortwing, buddy, but that's okay. I'm glad you're okay. You owe me a tea.
That was the one that I originally wrote down, and then for some reason I crossed it out and put Smallwing.
Oh man, yeah, it's short.
All right, so now I gotta cross it out again.
Good job.
Man, we would have had some broken gnome legs.
My leg.
His little smoky sausage would have been longer than his legs after that fall.
What time is it now?
It's probably late afternoon. The sun is probably beginning to set at this point, but it's not too dark out yet.
The sun's beginning to set. We really should get moving.
Wait, is it beginning to set or is it past midday? You gave us two different. Like it's mid afternoon or late afternoon? Maybe my brain.
I said late afternoon.
Okay, sorry, my brain turned into what I wanted to hear. That's why I had to reassure. Okay, carry on. Sorry.
So if you guys want to progress, I need that roll.
Oh, I gotta do another survival.
That's how this works. I told you this is how this works.
22.
Jesus Christ, you've trivialized all of my fun encounters that I wrote for this.
Hey, dude, I have utility and exploration as a character. Rue here, he's got slice and dice. And then the real DPS is the little guy that almost just lost his legs, episode 2.
The guy that almost
I will
died.
do my job.
Yeah, but I got a +6 to hit with Firebolt. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah,
So I
you
said
burn
the real
corpses.
DPS. We can't lose our DPS on episode 2.
You come across a small river teeming with wildlife. On the other side of the river, you smee? That's not the word. You see a couple of fur tents sort of like propped up in the foliage. Not super hidden, but like there was clearly an attempt made to hide these tents from whatever onlookers may be around.
For tennis across the river, you said?
Yeah, on the other side of this relatively small river. It's only maybe about 10 feet wide.
Okay, I was gonna ask if I could determine that.
I wonder if they would let us use one of their tents for the night.
We don't even know who's in that tent yet.
Oh, I'm sure they're reasonable people.
I don't know. I ran into some weird hunters back there. Maybe it's their tent. You never know.
They said they had a cabin.
This is true, but you're trusting in everyone we encounter, Ari, is going to get us killed.
Oh, that's nonsense.
It's because he's a sheltered schoolboy.
You clearly don't know the ways of the real world.
Yo, you did it. That's great. That works perfectly, though. He's definitely all book smart.
Yeah, we talked about this. He's the Poindexter of the group. We established this already.
Okay, yeah, and I'm just the
He's the square.
bird. Okay,
I can probably hop this river pretty easily again and maybe see what I can find out. If things go south, I can come back. I don't know how. Maybe.
Wait, how intense is this river?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too. I was about
Oh,
to
it's
ask,
definitely not a very intense river. You could wade
2
across
feet
this if you
We
chose
can
to.
ford this bitch.
Yeah, you can fucking Oregon Trail this bitch. It's fine as long as you're not referencing a female NPC or a female in my
Yeah.
game and calling them a bitch. You can
definitely
reference
the word
inanimate
safe, but
objects
calling
as a
somebody
bitch.
that is
Yeah.
the insulting.
We're fording the river. We're gonna ford this shit.
There you go.
But let me get on Rufus's shoulders first, because this thing's probably about my head height.
You just start.
How tall-
Do you just start climbing me?
I'm 3'7".
Okay, I was just curious.
Rufus, can I get on your shoulders for this fording?
Honestly, he could probably just throw you across this river like a football.
Yeah, I turned to him without saying anything, just kind of grab him by the scruff of his robe and just sort of like pull him on my shoulder. And I'm just gonna start. I don't know. I guess wading across.
Thank you, Rufus.
Are
I
you
rub your
are you
back.
guys attempting to be quiet about this, or are you guys just going to just fucking sloshing through the river?
I guess I'll attempt to be quiet.
I'm just gonna do my little birdie glide thing, which doesn't make any noise and lands me on the other side.
Sure.
Spell slot. How close to the? I'll wait for you roll.
You guys are about 15 feet away from this this little camp area as you hear the hushed voices of 3 men who are standing around a fire. You can kind of see the fire from where you guys are. And one of them says, "You heard the boss. We have to take care of everyone, this guy included. Once the others get back, we'll tell the boss the job well done, and we're out of here like kings." And he chuckles.
Might be our guys.
Think maybe they killed the people in that house?
I'd say that's a 100%er.
That's a one and done there, folks.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 did kill.
Shouldn't we interrogate them first?
If I can get the jump on one of them, I can probably charm somebody, and, maybe we can get some answers out of them.
Well, there's 3 of them. Charming one surely won't do much.
Of course, of course. That's where you guys come in.
What?
Rue over here seems to be like the heady McHead removal kind of guy.
Look, Ari,
So-
you're gonna have to get into a fight sooner than later.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna here, I'll like kind of position you like behind me so that you can like hold on to like my head, kind of like yeah, like a horse. And I'm gonna draw my swords as quietly as possible and start inching towards them.
Okay. As he's doing that, so can I sneak? Let's say in a perfect circumference. I don't know. Let's say 20 feet. So I'm still like 20 feet from them, but like, do you understand?
Sure.
So I'm like the same distance.
Yeah.
And I attempt to like do that quietly.
I'm gonna have you guys both roll me stealth checks.
Oh, I did great. 19. Please don't fuck this up.
Let me see. This is a 12.
You guys managed to get in pretty close, relatively unnoticed. You still see the 3 who are just kind of like standing over the fire. It's not chilly out, but you see them sort of like warming their hands. They're probably just bored.
Okay.
And you see one of them sort of glancing over towards the northwest as they're looking for something.
Okay.
How armed do they seem? Are they like heavily armored? Do they have what kind of weapons are we looking at?
They've got some hide armor, not super high quality. They're not like decked out like city guards were. And they've got some spears, some hand axes on them.
Do they look similar to the hunters we encountered earlier?
A little bit, yeah. Similar gearing, but no crossbows.
I told you guys.
Okay. So, I want to, just to rephrase, just make sure we're on the same page. I was going to move not closer to them, but like away.
Right,
Kinda
you're going
like
around them.
Okay. So I want to set up my hunting trap somewhere probably like adjacent between like a bush and a tree that like I can see them through. That's kind of like, it requires one action if you're in combat, but it's essentially like it's a bear trap.
Right. Yeah.
And-
No, you're good.
Okay, so I wanted to set that up, and then it was gonna use Druidcraft to put out his fire, since it's cold, and maybe it would distract him.
It's not really cold out. It's just kind of
They're
like
huddling around the fire. I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
it's
the
a
jump
little
on
chill.
somebody who's
That's
trying
fair.
to make the fire.
Oh no! As the fire goes out, you see one of them just stand up and go, "What the?"
Ooh, so, I'm not really the type of person to like start the party. I'm not a killer.
Are they facing away from me right now?
Yeah, all three of them are facing away from you.
Okay. Do any of them look distinct in any way? Where like one might be the leader or something like that?
Not in particularly, no.
Okay.
They seem like regular red shirts.
I would like to creep up to the closest one, if possible, as quietly as possible. And try to do... I mean, I don't have sneak attack, but I try to do a sneak attack.
You just want to fucking shank this guy? Yeah, bud, go for it.
I think I would like to drive my swords through his back.
Yeah,
so.
you guys get a surprise round.
Okay.
Am I still on your shoulder?
You are still on my shoulders unless you
yeah.
get off.
Fireball from the neck, dude.
Do you guys want to give me initiative
Oh,
rolls?
surprise.
Sure.
You guys still get a surprise round, but I just want to have them on hand.
Yeah.
4.
Wow.
2.
Hey, dude, I've rolled good. That's what I rolled, man.
13.
I've rolled
Jesus
good
Christ.
this entire journey, so it was only fair that I whiff my initiative.
Cool. So, surprise round. Rue goes first.
Okay. So first attack. That is. Oh no. That's a 1.
You draw. Do you want to tell? I'll let you. Do you want to explain your beautiful maneuver?
Okay. So I attempt to like thrust my sword into his back, but I guess I just like maybe there's like a rock on the ground or something, and I trip and just run into him.
You step on a Lego as you go to do it.
Fall into the outfire.
I just start rolling.
Yeah,
'cause I
yeah.
fell to the
You
ground.
Diddy Kong roll off his shoulders into a barrel. All right. Up next is Shortwing.
Oh boy. Okay, so I'm gonna use my bonus action to turn 3 of them into stone arrows and just
Right.
knock an arrow, and then I'm gonna take a shot at. I'm assuming somebody's broadside to me. I'm probably not necessarily the one that Rue went for, but somebody like off to the side.
Yeah,
That's a 14 to hit.
that is a hit.
Okay. Plus, pardon me. I wanted to just verify. I'm pretty sure that was plus 4, so it would be 7.
7 damage. Jesus Christ.
The modifier. For
I'm
my
too easy
wisdom
on
is
you
literally-
guys.
Wait. Hold on. Sorry, it's plus my wisdom modifier, which is 3. So I believe it's actually just 6 total. I apologize.
I mean, easier than you guys. I mean, harder, way harder than you guys. I'm gonna try to kill you guys in the first session. Do you want to describe how your arrow hits this guy? I want you guys to role play like your actions, if that makes
I
more
like
sense.
that. The person that I play with, he's really all about taking control, the creativity. So I
Listen, my
enjoy
creativity is bringing this world to you guys for you guys to have your characters exist in. I want you guys to go nuts in my world. All right, I want you to nut in my
that. I'm all
world.
for that. Okay, so it's 1d6 plus your spellcasting ability modifier, so that's plus 3 for my wisdom. So I did 6 points of damage. So since I got the jump on this guy and I had time to aim, I'm gonna make a thud to the back of his head and ring his bell, if you will. So I just see this arrow come out of the woods, and this guy goes. I don't know if he was wearing a helmet or not, but he's got a mild headache at best right now.
Sounds good to me. And then up is
Maybe a
Ari.
concussion, but he's still standing.
A slight
Alright.
concussion.
It wasn't a crit, so he's not a complete on the ground brain hemorrhage.
He's
So
not drooling
I'm
yet.
not, I'm not in combat with anybody, so I can run 25 feet away without getting an opportunity attack.
Yeah, you're totally fine.
Against me. Okay, so I'm gonna run back 25 feet, and is Rue and the guy that he ran into kind of entangled right now
Yeah.
on the ground? Okay, so the person that Ari did not hit.
There's
Actually, no.
3.
I'm gonna use magic missile, and I'm gonna have one go into each
Sure.
of the 3.
Oh, forgot that was a thing.
Yeah, you can in fact separate them.
So 5 goes to one of them, 4 goes into another, 2 goes into another. I'll have the one that Rue ran into take the 5. So I go, doo doo doo. And then the one missile hits him right in the side. The other one's a 4, so that hits him probably right in the chest. And then the other one just probably glances against his arm, since that one was only a 2.
Yeah, your bolts just nail them. No, they're all looking relatively pissed off right now. As we drop out of the surprise round and go into combat, the first one, the one who is next to Rue, is going to attempt to stab him with a spear.
The one that I ran into?
Yeah. I don't think a
Weren't you
12
both on the
hits.
ground?
He's on the ground though, isn't he?
You didn't knock him prone.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you guys were just kind of like.
You rolled
giving
a
each other
1. You're
hug.
not knocking this guy prone on your 1, all right?
All right,
I'm assuming.
I have an armor class of 13 though, so that won't hit.
Yeah, he misses, and it's now your
Close
turn.
quarters with a spear. Makes sense.
You're
Hugging
up, Rue.
distance with a spear.
I'm up,
Hogging
okay.
distance.
So he thrusts his spear. I kind of like clang it away with my sword and then counterattack. Natural 20.
You fucking decimate him. I'll tell you right now, you're gonna kill him no matter what. Do you want to explain how you horribly
Okay, so-
and gruesomely decapitate this poor man who has a wife and
yeah.
child?
So deflecting his spear. That's a white shot. Jesus, man. I run my sword into him and then thrust upward to kind of
Jesus
spill his
Christ.
guts out into the ground.
You fucking reverse
he is
seppuku'd him.
definitely like neutral evil.
And then I have a second attack. So who's the next closest to me? I mean, I guess it
They're
doesn't matter.
they're all next to you.
I'm going to attack the other one as well.
Do you want to attack the one that short ring hit with the arrow, or the other guy?
Sure, yeah.
You didn't answer my question.
Oh,
I gave you
said
two
sure,
options,
yes.
and you said, I gave you
Yeah,
two
you must not have
options,
came
and
through.
you said sure,
cut
yeah.
out. Oh, you cut out. Sorry.
Oh.
So it's one of the. I'll do the one that short wing already hit.
Okay.
So I will rush to them and attack my second attack here. That's another natural 20.
Yikes.
Yeah, you have successfully destroyed this person.
All right. I do a cool like spin move and just like slice his throat.
Sure.
Just give him some Advil by removing his head.
Yeah, exactly.
Up next is the third one, who is shitting his pants right now as watch his two friends just die. And he is going to attempt to stab at Rue with his spear again. Does a 15 hit?
That will hit. Yes.
Cool beans. I have grabbed the wrong die. He jabs his spear outwards and hits you for 9 points of damage.
Holy shit.
He got you.
Jesus.
His spear shoots forward and clocks you just right in the kidney because you're not facing him. He's
Yeah,
going right
I-
for that.
Double over in pain. I am not feeling good.
And then he's going to attempt to run into the foliage to escape. And it is now Shortwing's turn.
Wait, is he close enough to me to as he's thrusting me that I would be able to get
He's
an
got a
opportunity
spear.
attack as he run away? Oh, so
No,
he's
he's
just
got
like
reach.
he's got reach. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so how far is he from me? I was about 15 feet from the
You
campfire.
have plenty of time to reach him.
Okay, I have a movement of 30. I wanted to, I guess, run over to an appropriate distance from him and try to cast Charm Person on him. He has advantage because we were in combat with him.
Sure. Is that a wisdom survival?
Yes.
Okay.
And the DC is...
Well, he rolled double 4s, and he has a +0 to wisdom. So your
he
boy's
doesn't even
charmed.
beat my DC without my... So he was like, ooh.
He saw something
bird are
shiny. He
you?
was like, "Ooh, what was that?"
So I guess since can I speak with my bonus action? Are you weird about that?
You're good. I'm assuming at this point you're out of combat,
Okay, so
unless the
I'm
other
gonna
two want
just
to go be,
Try to
cold-blooded
subdue him
murderers.
verbally and as loud as a very calm owl can say. Stop!
Like,
He just
And,
stops dead in his tracks.
stop!
Yeah. Okay, so I guess this is where.
Rue, try to grapple him.
All right, yeah. I'm gonna kind of hobble over as I'm bleeding from my
You're bleeding profusely.
gun. Yeah, and maybe do like a bear hug kind of deal and knock him down.
Sure. You bear hug him, and he feels very, very soft, very warm, in case you're curious. He smells like lilacs.
I'm very aroused now.
Oh man, we are learning some incredible things about this room.
Alrighty then. But yeah, you've got him restrained. He's not resisting at all.
So I can walk up and.
What are you doing here?
We were hired to kill everyone in the forest.
It's a forest. People don't just pass through that often.
Well, we were hired to kill the people in the village, and the one hermit inside the woods.
Who hired you?
Don't want to tell you.
Who hired you?
Give me a
Seems
persuasion
like you're not
check.
in a position.
I can roll.
Yeah,
I have advantage on
Let
ability
me-
checks to interact.
Hold on,
So-
I have to read charm person because no one ever uses this in my campaigns. All right.
A charmed creature can attack the charmer or target the charmer with harmful abilities or magical effects. It's kind of like fear, but like a little
Right.
bit different. And then I also get social advantages. This is why like bards always like to charm people, I guess, because then they can really win the charisma swings.
And they can fuck him.
Yeah. That's what, if you don't fuck at least half
and
a
you
dozen
can clap
people
some
throughout.
cheeks.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
give me a persuasion
I
check.
get advantage to try and pull any information out of this guy.
Yeah, go ahead.
So it would be. Did you say what roll did you want me to do?
Persuasion. You're still trying to persuade him to tell you this.
That's also a +0, but advantage. So I rolled 12.
A 12.
Yeah, with advantage. I have no modifier on charisma.
Look, I was hired. I don't want to say who hired me. I don't want my life on the line. But they're very powerful people.
I'm gonna go to the river and fill up my canteen and give him some water.
Sure.
Too
I'm
bad.
Little good cop, bad cop routine.
So I don't know what Rue's alignment is, but this is a really good moment for somebody to throw out the life on the line and puts a sword to his nose.
Yeah, I was about to say, seems like your life's on the line right now.
Like that. That's intimidation.
Give me an
See if
intimidation
he's
roll.
got any-
I
Give
kind
me
of
any-
like gesture to his currently. What's like the word? There's like a word for when like you're opened up and your guts are spilling out. I know there's like
Eviscerated?
Carnage.
something like
Eviscerated.
that.
Did we hit him
yeah.
though?
We never hit him.
He was hit by one of the magic
Magic
missiles.
missile.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
So he's
right.
got a
magic
nice
missiles.
burn spot or however they
Yeah,
like
he's
to
got
interpret
some
that.
singe mark. It's force damage, so it's like
Oh,
he's got a
so
little
it's like
bruise
internal-
forming.
Yeah.
So you said intimidation check.
Yeah.
Okay.
See if he's got any hair on his peaches.
I'm not very intimidating, apparently.
A little bit of hair in his peaches.
Yeah, I am not intimidating at all. It was a 3.
Oh come on,
He
you're
is-
gonna have advantage with a sword
He
to his
is
face.
not phased.
You gotta role play this.
Yeah, I know, I got it.
No,
No, Rue's got to roleplay this phenomenal act of peach
Well,
fuzz
I-
on.
I already said the thing I was gonna say, so I
Yeah.
don't know what you want.
Yeah,
to
so
do.
how'd you
just didn't
fumble
buy
it?
Oh, my voice cracked as I was saying it.
Excellent. Good outing.
Check out all these guys over here we just killed.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a good opportunity for me to say,
Say, look, man, we didn't even really want to do this, but we're after somebody. We kind of got something suspicious. We thought since we ran into possibly some of your friends back there, can you just tell us what we want and we'll let you go?
What do you want? I don't want to tell you who hired us. I don't want my family in danger like that.
How's that water?
Not really thirsty.
Have you seen any out of place women pass through here recently?
I haven't seen a woman for days.
that's depressing.
All right.
I've been on the dating apps, so I've seen pictures of them, but like there's no good matches in this area.
Man, anybody have any recommendations?
There
I
was
have
a town with some pretty lasses over there.
You see sort of like a grim expression on his face when you mention the town.
Why did you kill everybody in the town?
We were hired to kill them.
Were you hired by the king in exile?
He kind of looks at you and squints his eyes a little bit.
We saw the blood, friend. There's no need to no need to keep up this ruse.
Give me an insight check.
You said insight. Let's see.
Yeah.
That is gonna be 10.
A 10. He says, yes, we were hired by him.
Oh,
Where
so
is
how
he?
good is Jeff's?
I mean, he's obviously lying, but I can't tell if my character would know that.
yeah.
You have a sneaking suspicion that he's not telling you the full detail.
I'm about ready to just like waterboard this dude. Just
Just drag him over to the
Hey
river.
guys.
Yeah.
Hey guys. Let's not have any war crimes on the podcast. I would appreciate that.
Torture doesn't work anyway. They're just always going to tell you what you want to hear.
I'm starting to get the sense that maybe we're not going to get any information from him, I suppose. So I'll say, what should we do with him?
I think we should let him go.
I don't
we
want to
let
have
him
to
go-
kill anybody I don't need to.
If we let him go, he'll surely come back with reinforcements and kill us.
How about I tie him to that tree?
Or what if he joins us? We can fight back against the one that paid you to kill tons of people.
Yeah, I'm not
You can
really
change
about
your
that,
life.
bud. Nope, that ship has sailed.
You can turn your life around.
Not
Can I try to
really.
convince him?
Persuasion.
Give me a persuasion check. Try to convince us this
How
this.
about I try to convince him to do that?
He,
Because
hey,
Mine's a
hey.
+2.
He's
sure.
he's trying to say Ari is trying to pull on those heartstrings of this
He's been a
poor.
good cop.
Yeah, he's doing the good cop.
16.
A 16. He's like, you know what? I should. You know what? Fuck that guy. Fuck those guys. Let's do
Yeah,
it.
fuck those guys.
But
All
what
right.
guys?
I'm glad he succeeded because I have him charmed. I literally have advantage on all these opportunities, and both of them have made more social roles than me. So I'm like, all right, I like this. I don't have to do all the work.
As you can see, we're strong enough. We'll protect you if you fight with us.
You know what? Sure. Let's do it.
All right.
I don't believe him.
What's gonna happen when he's not charmed anymore?
So that's what I was gonna get into. Is I don't know how long he's charmed for because like I can
Charm
definitely do-
lasts
1
for
hour.
an hour.
1 hour.
And then after the spell
Surely.
ends, he knows that he's been charmed.
Shortwing, why don't you get us some food?
Okay, so I can do that without really any trouble because of Outlander, up to 5 people. So we'll imagine since I'm the one
Yeah,
with creative
sure.
ones.
You
that
got you find
I
some
find
berries.
some raspberry bushes and there's a stream, and so I provide rations.
You guys
I
got.
Found some raspberries just off the beaten path here, and I pinned a rabbit with this arrow. And
come back with all this, and you see me filleting a rabbit, and
Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Shortwing. And what is your name, sir?
My name's Aravan.
Aravan. My name's Aramin. It's so close.
That's really weird. Okay.
Have you ever met a gnome?
I mean, I've seen him before. You know, back in Doveport. I've seen a
but
couple.
he's never met a bird. And you see this.
Oh,
it's real cringy smell.
what was your business in Doveport? Why did you leave?
No reason. And he kind of just
Can I
like,
see if he's lying.
you could definitely tell this guy's not telling you everything. He might be
got no
charmed, but he's
poker
not an
face.
idiot.
Oh, come on. We're friends now. We've spared your life.
Are we friends though, or am I still being captured but going along with you guys?
I'm gonna make sure nobody kills you.
He kind of just glances over. He kind of glances over at Rue, who's covered in not only his own blood but the blood of his friends.
Oh, Rue, he's a great guy. Wait till you get to know him.
Yeah, I kind of think I just want to get out of these woods as soon as possible.
Oh, we're going. Don't worry.
Why is that, sir?
And I would like to roll, if I have to, on investigation. Or interrogation. If that's... I'm asking the if I can roll again thing. I'm just going to say, why is that, sir? And you decide what happens. I got to stop doing that.
Trying to think how I want to word
Seems
this.
like he has an agenda.
Well, you know, we were hired to come into these woods and kill a bunch of people, and I don't want to be here when people find out that they've all been killed.
How much did they pay you?
I haven't gotten paid yet, honestly. I'm supposed to get paid when we get back. When we get back to town.
I'm gonna flick him a gold coin.
Man, you're really trying to buy him. I like it.
Is he still restrained by Rue?
I would say so, yes.
So the coin just like fucking hits him in the face and just falls to the ground. He goes, "What the fuck, man?"
Now you've been paid. Now you can work for us.
I was getting paid a lot more than that.
Well, how much were they going to pay you?
Somewhere in the field of 100 gold pieces a person.
Oh, so maybe if you
Wealthy
help us
man.
find this person, we can defeat them and then take all of their gold.
I don't think that's ever gonna happen.
Did you see, Rufus? Did you see how brutal this man is? He can kill anybody.
They have a lot more than just 3 convicts in the woods.
He did coup de grace 2 people.
Excuse me? Why would you say that I'm a convict?
No, I'm the convict. Those 2 guys over there who are currently bleeding are also convicts.
Scholar.
Wait
I'm
a
gonna
second.
pick my gold back up. Fuck this
Were
guy.
you? I kind of look. I'm doing like one of these like. Were you broken out of jail recently?
No, I served my time. Thank you very much.
All right, never mind then. Thought maybe he got out when we got out. At this point, we're not gonna get anything from this guy. I don't think.
Side note, I want to go retrieve my trap and arrow upon me
Sure.
going to look for food. Just so
Yeah.
you don't, like, yeah.
Sure, not worried about that.
Got you.
I like it was Aravan.
Aravan.
Yeah, Aravan.
I like Aravan. I think he should come with us.
I mean, I don't really have a choice at this point. You guys seem like alright people.
Somebody
Yeah,
ties
we're
him
great.
up and leads him along. He can come with us.
Great. Rufus, how about you hold the leash?
You could fashion one of those like monkey backpacks for toddlers.
I do not have cure wounds this time through. We do have any way of patching. I can probably roll. I can do a medicine to try and patch him up, but that's doesn't
No,
matter.
we'll just go to sleep. It's late now, right?
You said the sun was setting before we
The
crossed
sun is
river and did
beginning to
this.
set, but it's not like nighttime yet.
Yeah, it's like 7 o'clock.
Yeah, probably like 6, 7 o'clock ish.
We probably
don't
shouldn't
wanna
sleep here.
Travel this late. No, but we'll take the tent and then we'll go sleep somewhere else, maybe a little bit away.
That's fine. Can I? Let's see. I'm gonna take some rope. I'm gonna kind of walk over with him to a spot and pull some rope out of my sack and try and tie him up to like in a leash sort of fashion.
Sure.
Can I do my bird nerd stuff and see if I can infer anything from the layout? Like, that would be like an advantage, like cave, hill, anything like that.
You guys are still in the woods. The river that you guys are currently with my map up on. The river sort of hooks to the northwest and goes a little bit further off. And aside from that, it's mostly just like, some overgrown brush and foliage in the surrounding area. There's no caves, there's no like large hills or things like that.
Gotcha. Pretty much just flat lands with a lot of woods. A lot of trees. Okay. So we're gonna move camp.
Yeah. I want to search their encampment as well for any sort of supplies, food, potions, whatever might heal me.
We got 2 looters.
I'll assist in the search.
Sure. You guys don't really find anything super useful as far as like gear wise. But you do happen to see some scribbled notes in some very nice and proper handwriting, almost like written by someone who's clearly taught how to read versus your normal common folk who know how to read. This is like some nice, prim, proper handwriting that tells them, go to the city, go to the village of Colsia, slay everyone inside, hunt through the woods, find him, and kill him. We know he's here. Signed, your benefactor.
Benefactor? That's a weird name.
Really, Aramin?
Come on,
Ben
you're
E-Factor.
books. What does that word mean?
He's
That's
thinking.
not his
we
name,
stumped him.
Aramin.
Didn't
So
he go to
they
Harvard?
did, a group of marauders in the forest didn't bring any sort of things to potentially heal themselves in case they got in a fight.
So there are about 8 tents in this small little camp, and you saw 3 people.
Oh, you
You
didn't say
can
there
you
was
can
8.
you can probably never asked. You can probably
Caravan.
you can probably assume that whatever good might not be there right now.
Fair.
Aravan, where's all the... There's 8 tents here. Why are there so many tents, but there was only 3 of you?
Because the others went to go kill the last person.
Can I do some forest land nerd stuff again too, and roll with my herbalism kit to try and create some type of healing, some like mock healing concoction?
I don't think herbalism works like that.
Great remedies and potions. It says when I googled it.
Which direction did they go in? The others, the 5 others.
He sort of like nods in the northwest direction, the same direction where you saw one of the now dead men looking towards before you guys ambushed them all.
How long before they were supposed to return?
They left about a half hour ago, and they should be coming back hopefully as soon as possible. I think it only
hopefully?
it only was dark and scary woods. I don't know, man. None of us are from here. All right, we're inner city people from the streets of Doveport. We're not used to this kind of area. All right,
The mean streets.
the mean streets of Doveport.
It's gonna be so great when you finally turn your life around.
Hopefully. I really want to go to college. That's what I want to do. I want to get my GED.
I went to a great school. I could probably get you in.
I would really appreciate that. But we probably
wonderful.
we
You
probably
love
shouldn't stay here. If they come back, they are going to kill all of us, including me.
No. 4?
Yes. Aramin, I'm gonna interrupt him as he's talking. Aravan is talking some sense. Let's see if we can make some space between us and this encampment here.
Okay, fair.
I wasn't really going towards potion of healing, but like
I know you want to stabilize.
some voodoo marijuana weed pounded
gotta-
up,
you gotta
put on
find
his
some good
on his
berries.
cut so that he doesn't bleed, and maybe gives him 2. I mean, you can feel free to deny it. I'm just showing you that it is a potential
it's like
use for
Trying
Holistic
to
medicine or
hold on.
something?
Yeah.
Who's gonna not? Who's trying to stop bleeding?
essential oils. I wanted to make some kind of healing salve
Essential
to.
oils.
Yeah, dude, it's my essential oil skills. So I wanted to make some kind of healing salve that maybe gives him like 2 hit points or something and helps clot the wound. I don't know. I'm just trying
Sure,
to be.
Find some
I'll
good
allow
berries.
that. Yeah, sure. You can go ahead.
Should I
and
roll
do
with
that.
it? Because it is supposed to be a check. I just get advantage.
Yeah.
That's all.
Sure.
Okay. So I want to make like a healing salve out of some like pine thistle and rat poop. I don't know. We'll call it bunny poop and pine thistle.
Just start shoving.
My favorite essential oil.
Bunny
I rolled
shit
a
in
1
my-
and a 17 plus. I don't know what I used, but I definitely would probably succeed that.
These are
Probably a
proficiency.
medicine check.
Medicine. I don't know what they recommend for herbalism, but if 17 is good enough, let's just say. I
Yeah,
put rat
you
poop
can
on
create a small, not really a salve, like a gross bandage of like mud and pine and rabbit droppings, just sort of like smear over the wound.
Okay.
That
This
kind of
reminds
feels
me of
nice.
It's
Thank
Always
you.
Sunny when Frank busts his nose and he's just always plugging it with other stuff.
The trash.
Yeah, you just gotta you gotta take in the wing sauce so that it opens up the
Yeah,
So we'll say for effect that I used pine syrup and like Harlander or something that was around.
sure. Those are
Just-
totally real ingredients of
Yep,
things
and just
I know
rubbed it
about.
onto his wound. Do I get any healing benefits from this with a 17, or am I just stopping the bleeding?
I'll let you heal +2.
That seems fair. So he's not dying.
Yeah.
Cool. That was my goal.
All right, I guess we'll keep going as of Rufus's suggestion.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of like pull on Airvan's leash and
on,
start
on the backpack.
yeah, and start making. I'm gonna try. So the other people were going like northwest or something. Was that
Right.
right? So maybe we want to go like either north or northeast, just a little ways to just get out of their line of sight or line of travel back to the camp.
Sure.
Yeah,
do you
I'll
guys-
stay in the back and talk with my friend Aravan.
Do you want to give me the survival check to progress forward?
You want me to do that or? No?
Someone has to do it.
I mean, I'll do it, and then we'll just presume that Rue, you're bodying this guy, because if he tries to muscle, either the
babysitting
gnome
him.
or the 130-pound bird tries to muscle this guy, it's not going to go very well.
I'm walking in the back talking to him. We're good friends at this point.
21.
21.
Until he realizes that he was charmed, and then he doesn't like us anymore.
Yeah, you progress a little further into the woods, a little bit deeper. The overgrowth seems to clear out a little bit, as if it's maybe not like, I almost said manicured, but I don't think that's the right word. But it's clearly been, almost tended to. And you do see a bunch of footprints of what you can probably assume to be Aravan's friends leading to the northwest direction.
Hey, Era dude, whatever your name is, how many more of you was there on this job?
There was 5 of us. Five of them left to go after this last guy, who we found out was here from the people in the village.
I still have charmed, so,
Are you guys set to meet up back here?
We'll meet back at the tents and then leave.
Okay, just making sure.
So, we're in a tended to area. I want to push on maybe something more along the river line, because foliage tends to be more dense when you're along the river line. I don't know if we were heading away or towards or with the stream. You just said northeast. All I remember coordinately was that the river bent to the northwest. So, that's my idea.
So you want
We're walking
to
away from the river.
go across the river bend? Fuck, I was gonna try to quote Mulan. It didn't work. Or no, not Mulan.
No.
Fuck, it's Pocahontas. Shit, I fucked it up real bad. You know what? Just ignore
it's
that.
okay.
Never happened.
So, yeah, my goal was
We're
to
probably walking away from the river.
Okay. Yeah, because I want to be near the river, because foliage is always denser near the river. So if we're going to, all right, well,
What
Yeah,
are we
that's where
trying
the
to do here?
bandages were.
Are we trying to, rest up, or are we pushing on?
I could use some rest as I clutch my shit covered wound.
hey, it's syrup and weeds.
My syrupy wound.
Yeah. Okay,
It's
so
very sticky.
We should try to find somewhere to rest near the water. It tends to be a little bit more dense, so maybe we can hide from anybody that might come looking for your friend here.
That's a good call.
okay, so that's our plan. What do you
Okay.
need us to do?
As you guys continue to trek through the forest, looking for some sort of shelter or what you can assume to be a safer area, you come across a a pond with a thin veil of mist rising from the cool waters, and you hear a faint thunk, thunk in the distance. And as you look across the lake, you see a small weathered cabin on the other side of the pond.
Oh, this looks like a lovely place to stay.
There might be somebody up ahead splitting logs or something.
Why don't we go help them? Maybe they'll give us shelter.
Ooh, okay.
Can I do a thing real quick? More druid shit.
What thing do you want to do?
Okay, so is the cabin, so to speak, across the mist/fog?
Yeah, it's not. It's more like an aesthetic sort of mist, and not like a ooh spooky kind of mist.
But like
Because like temperature
it's not
changes.
obstructed.
No,
It's not
it just looks really. It's aesthetically pleasing. This is called.
Okay.
This is how I describe the environment to you guys, because I'm a dungeon master.
Yeah, nice. I just didn't know the
I'm very
extent of
immersed.
if it was like we couldn't see the cabin.
I would
That's
tell
all.
you if it obscured your vision.
Okay, sorry. I don't have to do druid shit.
Okay.
All right, let's go on. Let's meet this fellow.
Perhaps
This
you
might be
two
the-
should go
the-
on ahead first, since I'm currently holding a captive. He might be alarmed by that.
Hey, Airman, you wanna take this one for us, and we'll follow. I'm gonna.
Of course. I'm happy to.
This guy's still kind of gotta listen to me, so me and Rue here are gonna keep an eye on him.
I think he's gonna be okay, but I agree. You should watch him. Make sure he's okay.
He's just kind of like walking around, like pacing back and forth, and like looking at butterflies and shit.
All right, I'm gonna walk along the pond trail, I guess, to get closer to this cabin.
Sure.
I'm not really being stealthy. I want to, kind of make myself known.
Okay. As you begin to approach the cabin, you see the faint outline of a man in a clearing a little bit past the cabin, chopping firewood. As you get closer, you see the man come into further detail with broad shoulders, olive skin, and long brown hair reaching to his shoulders. And he has only one arm. He turns to face you with an axe in hand and smiles. Hello! What are you doing so far in the woods there, bud?
Hello, we were
He's a Canadian.
looking for. we were.
Hey, buddy.
Me and my
bud.
compatriots, we were looking for somebody, and it brought us to this place, and you seem like you have a wonderful home, and you look like a lovely man. So I wanted to introduce myself.
Well, how's it going? Why don't you bring your friends over here? We'll have a good old time.
Okay, I just have to be. I just have to warn you. We did capture somebody who was trying to kill us, and so we're trying to get, information from him and turn his life around. Hopefully, he becomes a good guy. So I'm start waving at them.
Oh, it happens all the time, bud.
All right, I guess we notice and walk up to him.
Start dragging Aravan with me and walk over.
You're gonna love them. Rufus is a big manly man. He's very funny. And then Shortwing is he's a little bit of an odd fella, maybe a bit too bird-like, but wonderful. You're gonna love them both.
As you guys come closer and you start to see more details from the gentleman you're speaking to, and he sees more of you, the expression on his face changes as he starts to sort of like scrutinize and look at Rufus, and he goes, "You. Is your mother's name Marigold?"
Okay. I say, how do you know that?
I've been friends with your parents for years. Are you Rufus?
I'm
Oh my! The
extremely
world is
taken
so
aback.
small. I'm freaking out. I'm like, this is wonderful. I'm having a good time.
You've been friends with them for years, but they've been missing for almost my entire life. I'm visibly like shooketh, but also like also.
Are you clutching your pearls too?
No, I become sort of angry in a way. Like, how you need to explain yourself.
Out of the corner of your eyes, you see a crossbow bolt sail through the air and catches this guy right in the shoulder.
Holy shit!
Of course.
And that's it, boys. Pick this up next week.